and also to learn more about what Schulich has to offer, to kind of get you guys excited for the university community. And just to speak about a little bit about myself, I'm in my 5th year of my mechanical engineering degree. And if we go to the next slide, I'm gonna show you guys a few pictures of what I experienced throughout my whole academic degree. I couldn't fit all of the experiences in one slide, but just a few of them. The first one is I was working on a metal insert, putting epoxy on it. That's a part of my capstone project that I completed last week. Really proud of it. And at the top right is like my student clubs, Schulich Unmanned Aviation Club. And this was right before we were going for the competition in USA. We are just doing our test flights. And in the bottom, like it's the picture of when I was working, talking with you guys, the incoming students in one of the event. So like, yeah, this kind of like sums up. And I feel like that you guys will also experience similar or more stuff when you guys get into university. Then moving on. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Bob Brennan. Dr. Brennan is the Vice Dean of Engineering and has been with Department of Mechanical Engineering since 1996. He has taught both courses in mechanical engineering and energy engineering. Welcome, Dr. Brennan.
Great, thanks, Shilpa. Well, welcome everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Schulich School of Engineering. It's great to have you here today to celebrate you at UCalgary. I'd like to congratulate you all on what will be an exciting new chapter in your lives here as students at the Schulich School of Engineering. You'll be part of the next generation of Schulich graduates and will have an opportunity to change our world for the better. If you look around you today, during today's events, you won't just find future engineers, but you're looking at future change makers. You're taking the first steps in living your dreams. We have thousands of alumni who've gone to work in amazing fields who are graduates at the Schulich School of Engineering. For example, just the other week, I met with one of our graduates, Laura Lucier. She graduated from our mechanical engineering program and started her career at the Canadian Space Agency. She then went on to work at NASA's Johnson Space Center as a robotics flight controller, and she's now chief of NASA's robotics operations branch. So here at Schulich, it's more than just getting into a classroom and memorizing facts. We take pride in providing you with hands-on experiences that will take your in-class learning to a new level. So in your first year, you'll be introduced to something that we title Schulich Studio, which is a learning space where you learn by doing. The studio brings together lectures, tutorials, labs, and collaborative opportunities to create a unique experience where we hope you'll be able to reach your full potential. You'll find your passion during our common first year. Then you can choose your major for second year and beyond. I encourage you to get involved in the Schulich community. The university experience is full of opportunities to expand your social circle. We have a variety of clubs and teams that are always looking for new recruits, allowing you to make new friends along the way. I also encourage you to access the numerous resources we have here at the Schulich School of Engineering to make sure that you get the most out of your time here. For example, the Engineering Student Center is your one-stop shop for academic advice, especially as you're finding your way around campus and learning all about university life. This center will be integral for you. If you ever are ever needing to take time for yourself as well, you can access other resources. So for example, we have the Bill Rosehart Wellness Room, provides a space for a variety of events, including mental health and wellness workshops, drop-in board game times, and music sessions, and many more opportunities. So here at Schulich, we believe that healthy individuals create a healthy community. So I'm confident that your time here at Schulich will be one of the best times of your life. Enjoy your time here at Schulich and strive to make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. So once again, it's an honor to be here today to welcome you to the Schulich School of Engineering. I hope you enjoy learning more about our campus, our school, and the university, and wish you success in whatever you're doing as your journey leads you to Schulich this September. So thank you again, and have a wonderful rest of the day. So I'll turn it back to you, Shropa.
Thank you, Dr. Brennan, and I totally agree with using the resources that are available on campus. While I will be talking a lot throughout the presentation, we also have Daniel Young here, who is our VP Academic of our Engineering Student Society, and to talk about teams, clubs, and also ESS. Then we have Lauren and Tyler, who are our student advisors here from the Engineering Student Center to answer any question that come through the chat. So feel free to, if you guys have any questions in the chat. Then we move on to the next slide. So I just wanted to share with you what Schulich Studio really is. Schulich Studio encompasses hands-on learning at the Schulich School of Engineering, and it is very unique to us. So students learn by doing, and each class offers a unique experience. For example, in one class, students built a hydroponic systems for plants. In another, they created a retro video game console. Schulich Studio references both the physical space students will learn in, as well as a way of learning. Other Schulich Studios teaching includes design labs, collaborative assessments, worksheets. It can be blended, it can be team-based, it can be project-based learning, along with the interactions with lectures, labs, and tutorials. In Schulich Studio, students learn technical engineering skills, as well as professional skills, such as communication, team building, creativity, and you name it. Schulich Studio begins day one of our students' undergrad studies. This style of learning and teaching has been proven by research to be valuable for learners. The studio team includes techs, schedulers, and learning assistants, and many more who are here to help you, guide you through the process. There are also additional supports available, access to extra office hours. There is complimentary tutoring sessions and also peer-assisted study sessions. So Schulich Studio is really something we are all excited about. Just moving on to our teaching strategies. For instructional model that brings learning back into the classroom in a way that works with how our brain engage with the material we're learning more effectively, think of it like completing an assigned readings for an English class and coming to class ready to discuss what you actually read, or learning vocabulary and practicing speaking it in a new language. The goal isn't that you have to master whatever the material you learned in your lectures. It is the foundation built inside. Then moving on to the next slide is our thing we are all excited about, our Schulich Studio. So studio experiential learning time. So what does this look like in our first year? So you get 1 hour of in-person lecture time on Monday and Tuesday, which includes the seminar. Then you have pre-recorded lecture videos to watch outside of your scheduled class time. Then the class time is for more interaction. It's more interactive. Then we have our past peer-assisted study sessions. So then in small sections, there is self-directed learning time as well. So there is like video lectures to help your supplemented learning and expanding on your concepts that you can watch at your own speed. Then we have created 3-hour integrated labs and tutorials on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to allow you time to workshop the content you're learning with professor, teaching assistants, and the technical specialist support. For example, in your in-person electrical engineering lecture, you might learn about creating a circuit and see a few more applications in your video lectures. Then in your integrated sessions, you might solve some problems with your table or with your professor, using your professor's support, and just really understand the concepts you have learned and finish that session by building out the circuit you have designed on a breadboard. Then moving on to our course registration. So all first-year students in Schulich School of Engineering take the same common core program in math, science, computing, and engineering principles, as well as design and communications. This provides a foundation for your engineering training and exposes you to the variety of engineering disciplines from which you will choose a program major for your second year. We want to briefly talk about your first-year course enrollment. The first and most important thing for you to know is that different from other faculties, we will do your first-year course registration for you using our course block system, so you don't have to worry about that. This is being done to improve your experience, remove barriers, and to support more accurate enrollment. You will be sent a welcome email and a link to the Common Core confirmation form, along with some detailed information on the blocks. If you have not yet received it, no worries. We're sending it out each week to newly accepted and paid students. The blocks are set up to support you in your Schulich Studio learning environment. Also, your first year will have a combination of in-person and in-class activities, in addition to self-directed study components, and also like the preparation and practice you need for those each courses. You should expect to be involved in school activities from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., with occasional special events or opportunities in the evening. So when your friends in other faculties are waiting for their enrollment window to open, you can just sit back, relax, and know that your class block will be provided for you. Then for our registration steps, first thing you need to do is initialize your registration through my UCalgary portal. So this is the first step that you guys have to remember. Always initialize and then watch for and complete this and submit the registration request survey. Then as you can see, you might have this online student center. So this is one stop for your application, for your registration, for your enrollment verification. You can see your grades and you can put your personal information and also get your tax documents, tuition charges and fees. So on the home tab, you can see, as you can see through the arrows, there's course registration, there's enrollment appointment date. It shows a specific time and the date where when you can like actually enroll, and also shows your schedule. And at the very bottom, you can see some quick links. Then how to register. So before you can begin enrolling in courses each year, you must first initialize your account, as I've mentioned before. Then you just log in into myucalgary.ca using your student credentials. Then to begin the process, you can see the green arrow over there where it says click here. So click on there and that's located under enroll courses term on homepage. Then a new screen will appear and that will allow you to initialize your registration. After reading the whole instruction, you can begin initialization. And from here, you'll be asked to confirm or update your personal information, such as your address, phone number, and emergency contact, and so on. Then moving on to your first year courses, the fun part. So these are the 10 common core classes that every first year student will take. They provide the foundation of all of your engineering learning. Personally, my favorite was Eng 2 to 5, Fundamentals of Electrical Circuits and Machines. I really enjoyed the lab part more, working with the breadboard for the first time. Then just moving on to our engineering majors. So after your first year, you'll be choosing your engineering majors. At Schulich, you will get the foundation in all major before you actually specialize. So your first year will be reflective of the majors that you're going to choose in your second year. This ensures that you have a very strong foundation in how the disciplines fit together and you have more information before you actually choose to specialize. These are some of the few programs you can apply to specialize in any at the end of the first year. First is our biomedical, that works with intersection of medicine, engineering, science, and other discipline to solve health challenges. Then we have chemical, which is about the transfer of raw materials into useful products. It can be working with pharmacies, it can be work with healthcare, and also plastics, energy, and many other sections. Then we have geomatics, is one of the fastest growing information sciences. GPS in your phone, managing big data, you name it. Those are all done by the best geomatics department in Canada. Then we have our mechanical engineering, which encompasses everything from robotics to artificial joints to designing cutting-edge vehicles. Then we have our civil, it's all about like helping the environment, building smart communities, such as like transit, safe bridges and buildings, also like water safety systems and many more. Then we have electrical. It's all about creating new technologies through manipulation of electricity or finding new ways to better harness sustainable energy. Then from sustainable systems engineering is one of our newest major and one of our most transdisciplinary majors, focusing on how to design, integrate, and manage complex systems over their life cycles with a goal of environment, economic, and social sustainability. Then we have our software. It's all about developing, installing, validating, and also maintaining the software systems. Then we have engineering physics, which also incorporates key parts of electrical and mechanical engineering to create more practical solution to problems. So we also offer dual degree program where you earn a full engineering degree and a full business degree in within like 5 years. If you kind of structure it in that way, you can get access to career supports from both the Student Success Center and also Husky. Then we are not ending with our majors. We have our minors and our concentrations as well. So in addition to our exciting majors that I've mentioned in the previous slide, we offer minors and concentrations, which are completed in conjunction with your major and with the majority starting in your second year. So when you're choosing your major in your first year, you're also choosing your minor. If you want to choose minor, then it's not a mandatory that you have to choose minor, but if you want to diversify your whole degree, it's a great way to expand your career possibilities as well. So I have known many friends of mine who have taken minors. So for example, just to give you a few examples, just like having like mechanical major with digital minor or mechanical major with aerospace minor. So you name it, you can have this whole combination over there, just depending on your own interest. Then moving on to our program placement. So while in your first year, the program placement request process will take place in the middle of the winter term, where you will decide what engineering program you want to pursue, for example, what major or what minor you want to choose. So you will rank the programs from your most preferred to your least preferred and submit those rankings. We know that getting into the program of your choice is important, and that's why we guarantee your first choice program if you complete your 10 common core courses and are in good standing at the end of the winter term, which is like an annual review of GPA of 2.0 or higher. Then we will move along with Engineering Student Center. So navigating my engineering degree and course requirements has made easy with academic supports for sure, and that's provided through the Engineering Student Center. You can think of this place as a one-stop shop for academic advising. So whatever concern you have, don't feel hesitant to reach out to them. The Engineering Student Center is located in Engineering Block C, room 205, otherwise known as ENC 205. Jen, just connecting with the Engineering Student Center is pretty easy. You can join on an academic advisor for a chat in person, or if you're not on campus, you want to do it virtually, you can do that as well using Waitwell app, or you can send your questions by email as well. The email is enginfo@ucalgary.ca. So that's like a one-stop email for all the engineers use the same email for that, just to reach out to the Student Center. They're open throughout the summer. So if you have any questions, you can actually email through that. I will again repeat the email. The email is enginfo@ucalgary.ca. So don't hesitate to ask questions. Then we are moving on to our Engineering Career Center. Thank you, Tyler. So like it's in the chat as well. So if you didn't get it, the email is in the chat as well, enginfo@ucalgary.ca, where you can connect with them. Then I would now like to talk about the Schulich School of Engineering, extraordinary outside of class experience. I think so many people are interested about this as well. In addition to academic support, Schulich supports you to find relevant work experiences that make you stand out to employers and, more importantly, allow you to apply what you learned in your classes. So students in their first and second year are eligible to apply for our engineering career practicum program, which provides students with 10 to 16-week paid work terms. So, and also the students in their third year can apply for internship to go on a 12 to 16-month paid work placements, both here in Calgary or around the world, wherever your interest is. 80% of our students complete internship after their third year. So yeah, here are some information on like Even the ES's career advising, they support you throughout your resume, throughout your job search. So you have a starting point and you're not way too overwhelmed to start your journey for the internship. Then we move on to our work integrated learning. So there are new professional experience requirements, as well as students will incorporate paid work experience into their undergraduate degrees. So many different applicable options are available, including summer research, positions in makerspace, short career practicums, or 12 to 16 months internships. So one feedback I want to give you guys, like from what my experience, I did my summer research right after second year. That kind of built my whole resume. Although I didn't have a lot of information because research can be very technical, but I did let the professors know. I reached out to the professors about the research part. So I would say it's never too late, or you don't have to be a third year student to apply for summer research. Just a small tip from my experience. Then we move on to our embedded field trips and international travel. One of the most exciting part, I would say. This is our part of our global learning experiences happen where engineering students travel abroad over winter term break. So during our reading week break on department specific trips, exploring engineering, industries, and history in other parts of the globe. So in winter 2025, actually, just this term, winter term, there were 7 different trips to places like Netherlands, Portugal, and also Switzerland. Then we move on to our Schulich Wellness. So this is mentioned before. So when you're a busy engineering student, learning about leadership, getting away from like very tired from the campus work or campus on an international experience and involved in a club or a team, you also need to take care of yourself. That's really important. And there comes our Schulich Wellness Room. So Schulich Wellness is an initiative to support you when you're feeling very stressed, very overwhelmed, and it aims to develop your resiliency. Schulich School of Engineering is there for you. So Schulich Wellness supports you with having a very positive mental health and has a dedicated engineering wellness space where you can enjoy some yoga, meditation, and also they have like occasional pet therapy. And also benefits of a pet therapy include reducing anxiety because it's very calming to pet a puppy. I mean, who doesn't like a puppy? And then the wellness space also offers stress reduction workshops, and it is also a decompression zone where you can relax, chat with a friend, or you can also play a game. Not many places on campus offer such a calm and very comfortable environment for you to just unwind and just to relax and take a deep breath. Then moving on to some of the testimonials we have gathered from our other engineering student ambassadors. The first one is one of my friend who is in civil engineering. And as you can see, she's in software engineering. She wanted to go to civil engineering. So I think so the first year kind of changed her perspective on it. So one thing she said she knew is that it's okay not to have everything figured out right away. That's a very good point. Your interests might shift, your goals might change, and that's completely normal. And that happened with me as well. I came in first year thinking that I will be doing chemical engineering, but after I did my first year courses, I've realized I'm more better at mechanical engineering. And thank God, it actually kind of gave me that opportunity to have that first year where I can actually explore other majors before actually choosing the specific major I want to go to. Then moving on to another slide, we have our another student ambassadors, and I would read out what he knew, what he wished he knew in his first year. So he said, keep exploring, don't hold yourself back, and try new things throughout your time in school. And some of his best friends and strongest connections came from getting involved with Schulich clubs and teams. So yeah, we do encourage you a lot to kind of explore and not just like, just to do academics, and also like explore other clubs and teams and just have those connections going on. Then we have a video in our next slide. Yeah, there might be some audio issues, but the main thing is that you will get an email for that challenge. Then I will move on to Daniel, and he's going to speak about all the teams and clubs and also ESS. Welcome, Daniel.
Hello, thanks for inviting me here. Um, so I'll just introduce myself real quick. My name is Daniel. I am in first year right now, and I'm going to second year next year. And I'm a part of ESS as well as SOAR on campus. Um, One of the best things I think students can do is getting involved with these teams and clubs. We have over 80 teams and clubs on campus, and there's so many opportunities that go with it. Um, so I'll move on to talking about the specific clubs and teams. Uh, Mainly, you'll find like two kind of categories. There's a team, which is technical teams that will go to competitions. They'll build something, they'll design something, they'll prototype it. And then there's some like societies where you do more leadership oriented activities. I'll talk about my experience with the technical team. It's called SOAR. It's a student organization for aerospace research where we build a rocket every year to go to competition at Spaceport America Cup. This year in June, we were going to New Mexico to launch our Ouroboros rocket, which won us an award last year for the 10K hybrid rocket category. It's really exciting stuff. If you want to learn more about the technical side of engineering, this is the best way to do it. You won't really get it a lot in your classes. So if you want to learn stuff like CAD or FEA or just using more hands-on experience, so you can build things with machines, machining, CNC, lathe, welding. It's all in the clubs and teams here. And then I'm also part of ESS right now. I was actually a first year rep this year, and I'm going into the VP academic role next year. Um, ESS is more leadership oriented, where we work with students for student advocacy, as well as bringing our community together. We'll have a lot of events from like pub nights or trivia nights, and we'll even do career fairs. Uh, we do a lot of communication with faculty as well as uh, the profs, and we'll deal with any policy changes that happen to affect clubs and teams as well. I think it's a great opportunity. There's a lot of first year reps, and we want to take on more people every year. All the clubs and teams do want to take first years. So if you're worried about not having experience, I would say just show that you're interested. That's the best way to get onto a team. People want to learn, and we want to teach new people about the club because the club always has to have new people come on, right? So yeah, it's the best way to get connected with industry people as well. A lot of teams are sponsored by industry, and so you'll be meeting a lot of people that work for companies that actually do a lot of software or other do materials that help us for our clubs and teams. So thanks for inviting me on, guys.
Thank you, Daniel. And also we have posted the link of the video. If you guys want to view it after the session. Sorry for the audio issues right there. Then we are moving on to our what's next. So we have now reached end of our presentation. Thank you so much for being here today and connecting with us. We hope that this presentation has helped you to kind of see yourself at UCalgary, and also you kind of got a taste for what life may be like in Schulich School of Engineering. I'll leave with you a few tips to make your first weeks of UCalgary as smooth as possible. So sit back and relax. Your enrollment will be done for you, so you don't have to worry about that in your first year. That's more for your second year. And then set up and start watching your UCalgary email for more updates and many more connection opportunities over the summer. So first of all, you can do is reviewing your first year degree guide and also connecting with student accessibility service, and also connecting with international student service if you require further documentation support. And also if you're living on campus, just contacting the student resident services. So if you have any questions, as we have the email I'm emphasizing, feel free to reach out to us. Our email is enginefo@ucalgary.ca. Then moving on to our next slide. So see you in fall. But of course, starting at a new school can be very intimidating, also maybe overwhelming. But fall orientation is there for you to help you guys. The fall orientation can help you with that. In the fall, you will join an orientation group full of students from your block. We'll welcome you by giving your own Schulich scarf, and a tradition that has been in school for many years, and we take great pride in that. You will also be learning the engineering cheer, a song that most Schulich students know, and dive into it right away, into the Schulich studio experience and completing your first design challenge. And also you can join our first year mentoring program and get pair up with an upper year student. So that kind of helps you to navigate throughout your school. So if you have any questions, if you don't want to ask the student center, you can ask your mentor. So you can share any orientation thoughts you have. So sorry, that's on my part. We know that it's very important to meet your peers and get to know people from your block, but it's also a good opportunity to connect with upper year students throughout your first year mentoring program. You can ask a mentor questions about courses, professors, general tips for managing your course load, and anything else that comes to your mind. Just from my experience, in my first year, I did get connected with my mentor. And through that mentor, I was able to get into the technical club and as well as my summer research. So I am glad I actually took on a mentor, because it's more easier to ask an upper year rather than maybe just like feeling shy about asking others or getting wrong information, because the upper years have experienced everything and they will be able to give you more better feedback. Then moving on to our last slide. So this is for our participation confirmation. And you can scan this QR code to kind of like chance to win a prize. So I would say don't miss out on this. And yeah, if you have any questions, you guys can get into the chat, but that kind of ends our whole presentation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. And thanks other panelists as well, taking their time in the morning and attending this session.